Along the rivers of Africa, the silence can be shattered by the slightest movement. Crocodiles lie submerged, silently watching and waiting for their prey to venture close enough. A single, short burst of speed is all it takes to ignite a confrontation in seconds, forcing even the mightiest creatures to react instantly. What makes these crocodile ambushes so unpredictable? Crocodiles are semi-aquatic predators typically found in rivers, lakes, swamps, and wetlands. Their low-profile bodies, combined with eyes and nostrils, positioned high on the head, allow them to observe their surroundings while keeping the majority of their bodies submerged. This physical adaptation enables them to approach targets stealthily and maintain an optimal distance before striking. Leveraging this ability to remain concealed, crocodiles have developed a hunting strategy that relies heavily on patience and precise timing rather than prolonged pursuit. They monitor movements and adjust their positioning, then launch a short, rapid burst of speed once the prey comes within range. This hunting method conserves energy while maximizing their ambush capabilities in an aquatic environment. Across the vast savannas of East and Southern Africa, zebras frequently traverse the grasslands in search of forage and seasonal water sources. Standing roughly 4.8 to 5.2 feet tall at the shoulder and weighing between 770 and 990 pounds, equipped with long, muscular legs and hard hooves, they are built for endurance journeys. Yet, as the herd ventures into deep river waters, unusual movements beneath the surface signal an imminent clash. The confrontation begins as a group of crocodiles silently tracks the zebras moving away from the bank. Keeping their bodies low, they wait for a straggler to slow down before suddenly accelerating to close in from multiple directions. The zebra thrashes, pivots, and attempts to dash back to shore, but its window for escape rapidly narrows. As the gap vanishes, the struggle reaches its most intense moment. The zebra fights to break free and change direction, but the crocodiles hold their ground, dragging the encounter deeper into the water. As the prey's strength wanes, the crocodiles prevail, turning the remains into a vital source of energy for their continued survival. This transfer of energy concludes a battle where the advantage shifted according to the environment. While zebras possess superior stamina and physical power on land, crocodiles dominate the encounter once it moves into the water. It is their keen observation, precise timing, and ability to maintain pressure that allow them to successfully capitalize on the ambush. On the African savanna, wild dogs rely on stamina, numbers, and coordination to maintain the upper hand while hunting. Weighing between 40 and 79 pounds and measuring 30 to 43 inches in length, they possess long legs that enable them to sustain prolonged chases. However, when one individual strayed from the pack, slowly approaching the water's edge to drink, a confrontation was silently brewing right before its eyes. The encounter began beneath the surface, where a crocodile held its body nearly motionless before inching closer. It waited for the precise moment the wild dog's attention wavered and launched a sudden strike. The pack immediately swarmed in, barking loudly and attempting to force the predator to release their companion. The wild dogs darted back and forth, closing in and then retreating, but the crocodile held its ground, dragging the struggle ever closer to deeper water. As they neared the deep water, the tide of the battle shifted decisively. The wild dogs continued to press the attack, but were ultimately forced to back off, unable to rescue their packmate. The crocodile triumphed through its ability to remain concealed, patiently biding its time before executing a lightning-fast ambush at close range. Across the open savannas and semi-arid plains of Africa, cheetahs rely on their vision and speed to manage distance. They can reach speeds of 60 to 70 miles per hour in short bursts and accelerate from 0 to nearly 45 miles per hour in just 2.5 seconds. However, as a cheetah slowly approaches the water's edge to quench its thirst, that margin of safety begins to shrink. As the gap closes, the crocodile, lurking in the murky water, capitalizes on its ambush advantage. It keeps its body low, silently adjusting its position while waiting for the cheetah to lower its head to the water. Just as the distance becomes critical, the crocodile lunges suddenly. The cheetah recoils and attempts to accelerate, but the escape attempt begins too close to the water's edge. At such close quarters, the cheetah's speed advantage is insufficient to turn the tide. The crocodile secures its prey, claiming victory and a high-energy meal. This outcome demonstrates that the crocodile's power lies in its ability to remain concealed, gauge the distance perfectly, and launch a precise ambush before its prey can unleash its speed. Across the vast savannas of East Africa, impalas rely on vigilance and rapid escape capabilities to survive. Upon sensing danger, they typically accelerate, change direction frequently, and utilize leaps spanning up to 30 feet under ideal conditions to put distance between themselves and the threat. However, when the herd descends to the river, these terrestrial advantages vanish, while a different danger lies in wait beneath the surface. The peril begins as the herd swims away from the bank. Underwater, crocodiles remain low, tracking the animal's movements before suddenly accelerating from multiple directions to close in. The impalas immediately break formation, thrashing the water and racing toward the shore, seemingly on the verge of escape. Yet the gap between them and the crocodiles continues to narrow relentlessly. Once the distance becomes too short for a reactive escape, the advantage shifts decisively to the crocodiles. While some impalas manage to reach the bank, those left behind become a substantial meal. This encounter demonstrates that the crocodile's strength lies in its patient ambush tactics, choosing the precise moment to strike when the impalas cannot fully utilize their speed and leaping ability. Across the vast African savannas, lions typically frequent areas with abundant prey and terrain favorable for hunting. They live in prides where females play a key role in the hunt, while males focus on defending the territory. However, when the pride attempts to cross a river, their unity faces a submerged threat. Danger strikes as the pride ventures deeper into the water. A crocodile lies low, observing the formation and spotting a cub lagging behind. It silently closes the distance before launching a sudden lunge. Although the adults immediately turn back, the water hampers the pride's ability to react effectively. In those decisive seconds, the crocodile secures the cub and emerges victorious. Unable to alter the outcome, the pride is forced to continue to the opposite bank. This confrontation demonstrates that neither the pride's majesty nor its strength can deter a crocodile once an ambush opportunity arises. Across much of sub-Saharan Africa, African elephants inhabit savannas, grasslands, open woodlands, and semi-arid regions with access to water. Their strengths lie in their ability to detect danger, defend themselves, and protect members of the herd. When an elephant lowers its trunk to the water's edge, the silence is suddenly shattered by a threat approaching from beneath the surface. The danger strikes abruptly as a crocodile lunges and clamps its jaws onto the trunk. The elephant instantly jerks its head, steps back repeatedly, and shifts its body weight rearward, dragging the crocodile from its advantageous position. Other elephants quickly close in, shifting the momentum of the struggle and turning the pressure back against the attacker. As the pressure mounts, the crocodile loses its initial advantage. Forced to release the trunk, it retreats into the water, leaving the elephant standing firm with its herd. This encounter demonstrates how an elephant's massive size, physical strength, and fierce reaction can cause a crocodile's ambush to end in failure. A Across the savannas and open woodlands of sub-Saharan Africa, African buffaloes often congregate around reliable water sources. Their stocky, muscular builds featuring powerful shoulders and chests combined with the massive horns and thick boss found on mature males, equip them to put up a formidable defense. However, when a buffalo lowers its head close to the water's surface, subtle movements ahead signal an imminent clash. The moment the buffalo's attention wavers at the water's edge, the crocodile strikes. It slowly closes the distance before suddenly lunging, clamping its jaws onto the buffalo's muzzle and attempting to drag the animal into deep water. The buffalo instantly plants its feet, jerks its head violently, and pulls backward. Meanwhile, other members of the herd rapidly converge on the scene, shifting the momentum of the struggle. As the tide turns, the buffalo continues to pull back, twisting its head and holding its ground on the bank. The collective pressure from the herd forces the crocodile to release its grip and retreat into the water, leaving the buffalo safe. This confrontation illustrates how the buffalo's defensive strength and the crocodile's predatory drive are both natural forces that help maintain ecological balance in the wild. In every encounter, the crocodile demonstrates that its strength lies in its ability to remain concealed, exercise patience, and choose the precise moment to launch an ambush. However, the outcome is not always the same, as factors such as strength, terrain, and the prey's capacity to resist can alter the situation. In the wild, survival depends on how effectively each species utilizes its advantages at the right moment. Amid misted tropical forests and sun-scorched fields, the king cobra appears as a symbol of authority and pure survival instinct. It is not only the longest venomous snake in the world, but also a keeper of order in the food chain. Its journey is more than the story of a predator. It is a vivid portrait of the line between strength, patience, and survival. The king cobra Ophiophagus. Hana is the longest venomous snake on Earth. It lives mostly in tropical forests and bamboo thickets of South and Southeast Asia. An adult measures from 10 to 18 feet and weighs around 20 pounds. Body color varies with habitat. Brown, olive, or black are common with faint bands running along the body. King cobras are solitary and active by day and night. They detect prey by sensing ground vibrations and by using the tongue to sample scent in the air. Despite their size, they avoid people and strike only when threatened. The reticulated python is the longest snake in the world. It lives in dense forests and swamps of Southeast Asia. An adult can exceed 20 feet and weigh more than 200 pounds. It has no venom, yet its coils are immensely strong. It ambushes near water and uses speed and crushing power to subdue prey within minutes. In thick jungle, a 14-foot king cobra confronts a young, reticulated python. The python stirs, turns, and tries to coil its rival. The battle tilts toward the cobra. Its neurotoxic venom overwhelms a small, inexperienced python. Minutes pass. The toxin spreads and the python weakens. The king cobra begins to swallow its prey. The forest falls quiet. Afternoon light filters through the canopy and gleams on the cobra's brown gold scales. The hunt is over. Deep in the heavy air of the jungle, the king cobra prevails. It is proof of the survival instinct and the power of a ruling serpent. Across a dry plain that runs to the horizon under a brutal sun, a tall bird strides through yellow grass. This is the secretary bird. It is the only raptor that can kill snakes with its legs. It stands nearly 4 feet tall and weighs about 9 pounds. Its long legs deliver kicks over 50 foot-pounds. It does not need to fly to rule the ground. Gray, white, and black plumage, a lifted crest, and blade-sharp eyes give it the look of a lightly armored warrior. Through the wavering grass, another shape appears. A king cobra moves in silence. The clash lasts only a few breaths. The cobra surges with hood raised and fangs ready. Before it can strike, the bird's legs hammer down. A precise blow lands on the snake's head with a dry crack that echoes over the empty field. The bird lowers its head, grips the snake with its beak, and begins to swallow. The fight ends as so many do. Swift, decisive, without malice. In this world, survival is the art of precision. Today, the king cobra becomes the noon meal of the bird with the legs of death. Beyond the mongoose, the Cape ground squirrel can also challenge a king cobra. An adult measures about 18 inches and weighs nearly 3 pounds. They live in groups and dig deep burrows to escape daytime heat. They keep watch by standing upright and giving short alarm calls when danger appears. Their collective instinct helps protect the colony and young. On a sweltering afternoon, a king cobra, about 12 feet long, hunts through dry grass near a squirrel burrow. The snake moves closer. The female squirrel signals the alarm. She bounds out and kicks up dust to blind the intruder. The fight grows tense when a mongoose arrives after hearing the commotion. Hunting drive and chance of a meal pull it in. It is also a chance to remove a shared threat. On the hot ground, the showdown is brief yet intense. The cobra strikes with accuracy. The mongoose slips past with nimble turns. The squirrels use the time to retreat deep into the burrow and secure the young. Each species follows its own survival script. No side gains total control. In nature, the outcome is set not only by strength or speed, but by deterrence and by the limits that let different lives coexist. Monitor lizards are large reptiles found across parts of Asia and Africa. An adult can reach 6 feet and weigh over 40 pounds. They have powerful legs, long tails, and strong jaws. Many live near rivers, lakes, or marshes, where they dig burrows for shelter and egg laying. Females guard the eggs until they hatch and often hide them in soil or leaf piles to keep the temperature stable. In a thin forest near a river's edge, the scent of fresh eggs drifts through the air and draws a hunting king cobra. The monitor senses movement. It pivots, lowers its body, and hisses a warning. The snake keeps a careful distance and moves in with measured steps. Heat, earth, smell, and heavy breath fill the tight space. As the lizard tires, the snake sees an opening. It slips to the side and closes on the nest. The fight ends quickly. In the heavy noon, the hunter reaches its goal and feeds on the eggs. It is a clear sign of the unbroken law of survival. King cobras live alone and seek each other only in the breeding season. When a territory is breached, they become fiercely defensive. Fights between two king cobras are rarely meant to kill. They aim to set dominance and claim the ground. Each wrap and each raised hood warns that this place already has an owner. Near a small village in southern India, a male nearly 15 feet long detects an intruder. Another large male is moving in. The contest begins. They do not rush to bite. They lock and wrestle, using body strength to force the other down. After a few minutes, one gains leverage and pins the rival low. The loser withdraws into the grass. No blood is shed. Only hard breathing and watchful stillness remain. The winner slides slowly around the area to reaffirm its claim. The mongoose is a small, agile animal with lightning-quick reflexes found across South Asia and Africa. It is famous for resisting snake venom thanks to a special neural mechanism that reduces the effects of many neurotoxins, including those of the king cobra. On a quiet morning across open grasslands in southern India, a band of mongooses searches for food. Suddenly, a king cobra, about 14 feet long, slides out from a nearby clump of grass. The cobra strikes fast. Its head shoots forward with precise aim as it tries to seize one of the group. The mongooses respond with speed. The clash becomes a chain of short, exact tactical moves from both sides. The king cobra holds the advantage in length and reach. The mongooses hold the advantage in numbers and reaction speed. Every movement matters. Do you think a small mongoose can defeat the king of cobras? In the harsh lands of Africa, where the advantage often lies with the larger animal, the honey badger chooses to confront rather than avoid. It doesn't wait. It actively attacks when the distance is right, using its tenacity and quick reflexes to disrupt its opponent's rhythm. In those brief seconds, while the other side hesitates, a decisive decision can reverse the situation and determine the outcome. Honey badgers live primarily in grasslands, savannas, woodlands, and semi-deserts in Africa, Southwest Asia, and the Indian subcontinent. They often dig burrows underground or use abandoned burrows of other animals for shelter. Thanks to their high adaptability, honey badgers can live in a wide variety of environmental conditions, from arid areas to regions with abundant water sources. The honey badger's most prominent instinct is its bravery and strong fighting spirit. Despite its small size, it readily confronts dangerous predators such as lions, leopards, or hyenas when threatened. Honey badgers are omnivores, hunting insects, small animals, birds, reptiles, and especially fond of honey. Their keen sense of smell and intelligence help them find food and survive effectively in the wild. Under the humid forest canopy, snakes hide in the decaying leaves, on tree branches, or among thick bushes, where the temperature is stable and small prey is frequently available. With almost perfect camouflage, they can lie still for hours, making detection difficult. Amidst the dry grass in the forest, the honey badger follows a very small trail, maintaining a watchful distance. When the snake climbs a high branch to escape, the honey badger immediately presses against the branch, creating a continuous vibration that destabilizes its opponent, then unexpectedly forces a momentary blunder. From this disadvantageous position, the snake falls to the ground before it can adjust. The honey badger quickly closes in, maintaining pressure until the battle ends. The confrontation concludes with the honey badger's victory. In this situation, the one who forces the opponent to make a mistake first controls the outcome. On the vast savanna grasslands of Africa, lions congregate near water sources, where hoofed animals gather and form a stable food supply. With ample space to move and hunt, they hold the position of top predators. In places like the Serengeti, lion densities are high, and the advantage almost always lies with them. In the middle of the arid savanna, a honey badger spotted a male lion foraging alone. Instead of avoiding it, it approached, continuously growling. When the lion felt challenged, it lunged, but the honey badger reacted quickly, constantly forcing its opponent to retreat, preventing it from maintaining its attack. The initial advantage quickly vanished as the lion lost its distance. After a few moments of struggle, it retreated. The outcome stemmed from the level of readiness to confront the lion and the ability to control the pace of the fight. In woodlands and orchards, bees often build their nests in secluded tree hollows or rock crevices, where temperatures are stable and flowers are available year-round. This space helps maintain a large colony of hundreds of individuals working in coordination, creating a dense defense. Any intruder faces a coordinated response, making approach difficult and energy-intensive. Beside a dry tree trunk at the edge of the forest, the honey badger paused, following the scent of honey and observing the bee's reaction. It waited for the right moment, then closed in, using force to break through the shell, forcing the swarm to scatter in chaos and creating a short gap. Within the dense swarm of bees, it maintained its momentum, enduring the blows and pressing deeper with each step. After only a few moments, the target was opened. The honey badger departed with its energy-rich food source. Here, the one who could withstand the pressure longer would win. In the forests and savannas of Africa, leopards live solitary lives, moving silently and relying on speed and climbing ability to control their territory, weighing in at least 120 to 160 pounds. It is one of the most agile predators, often attacking unexpectedly and finishing quickly when the opportunity arises. So the initial advantage is almost always its. On the open savanna, the honey badger spotted a leopard moving alone and proactively approached, constantly provoking it. As the distance narrowed, the honey badger didn't flinch, and the two clashed. The leopard capitalized on its speed and strength, while the honey badger relied on tenacity, disrupting the leopard's attack rhythm. Within just a few moments, the advantage shifted as the leopard lost control of the distance and was forced to retreat. In nature, it is the one who remains calm and reacts at the right moment that determines the outcome. In the sub-Saharan savanna, wild dogs choose open areas with grasslands and low brush, where visibility is good and prey congregates. From Botswana to Tanzania, they travel across hundreds of square kilometers, working in groups to hunt, while avoiding areas with high human populations or lion densities. In the middle of the dry savanna, a honey badger encounters a pack of wild dogs moving in a wide formation. When one dog advances to investigate, the badger reacts swiftly, disrupting the pack's rhythm from the outset. The wild dogs constantly move, searching for an opening, but the honey badger steadfastly defends its position. The pack's advantage diminishes rapidly as they are unable to press simultaneously and are forced to widen their distance. Eventually, the entire pack retreats from the area. In this situation, the one who disrupts the coordinated rhythm gains the initiative. In the semi-arid African savanna, hyenas choose open spaces with grasslands and low bush, where visibility is good and prey congregates. From the Serengeti and Masai Mara to Kruger, they utilize the open space to observe, coordinate, and approach. So the advantage usually goes to the one who sees first and has the numbers. In the quiet of the prairie night, two honey badgers spotted a hyena approaching from a distance. Instead of retreating, they stood firm, lowered their bodies, and observed, then suddenly lunged at close range while their opponent was still probing, creating pressure from the very first moment. Immediately after the close approach, the tide turned as the hyena, unable to safely get close, retreated. After a brief struggle, they gradually withdrew into the shadows, losing the initiative. The honey badger maintained its position, sustaining the pressure. In this situation, the one that forces the opponent to give up controls the outcome. Throughout different environments, the honey badger consistently maintains a prominent characteristic: proactively attacking, maintaining pressure, and never backing down even against opponents many times larger. Encounters show that the outcome lies not in sheer strength, but in the ability to choose the right moment, disrupt the opponent's rhythm, and force them into making mistakes in a short time. In nature, the one who dares to advance and control the pace of the confrontation will be the one who decides the outcome.